my channel. In today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to crochet this really easy one row repeat full of texture stitch called the parry stitch. The parry stitch creates a double-sided pattern that looks great on both sides, as you can see here, and it also looks great in the monochromatic option using just one color, like I did here with the brown, or with color changes like you see here in my swatch. There is also a photo tutorial on this stitch on my site Crafting Happiness for those who find it easier to learn new stitches that way. I'll put a link in the descriptions for you. So let's get started. For this tutorial you will need double knit yarn and a 4mm crochet hook. Well, you can use any yarn you like with the appropriate hook size. Your starting chain should be multiples of 3 plus 1. My chain has 22 chains. So start with 22 chains and make a double crochet in the 4th stitch. This will be your border. So you will have on both sides of the pattern, you'll have a border made out of 2 double crochet stitches. Skip 2 chains and then in a 3rd chain make 2 double crochet stitches. Chain 2. And then single crochet in the same chain. So you have 2 double crochet, 2 chains, 1 single crochet. Skip the next 2 chains and do the same in a 3rd one. 2 double crochet, chain 2 and 1 single crochet in the same stitch, and repeat this sequence of skipping 2 chains and then making your cluster in a 3rd one all the way until the end of the row, until you have 3 chains left. So let's do that. Skip 2, make your cluster of 2 double crochet stitches, chain 2, single crochet, skip 2, make your cluster in a 3rd one. As you can see, I insert my hook between the 2 loops. Most people do it in a first. Sometimes I do it in a first, but sometimes when we work multiple stitches in one chain, I prefer to insert my hook under both loops. That keeps the stitch tighter. So 2 double crochet, chain 2, 1 single crochet stitch, skip 2, make your cluster, chain 2, single crochet, and then when you're left with 3 chains, skip the 2 and make 2 double crochet in the very last chain, and that will be your border. And this is your first row. You can see it's got a beautiful scallop edge that will look nice on a blanket. So let's continue. Turn your work and let's start the second row. Chain 3, that counts as your first double crochet, and then double crochet in the same first stitch, and that is your border. Now skip all the stitches, 2 stitches, until you reach the chain 2 space here that you made in a previous row. You see every cluster has that chain 2 space right there, and that's where we will be crocheting the clusters. So make 2 double crochet inside that chain 2 space, 2 double crochet stitches, two double crochet, chain 2, and then a single crochet stitch in the same chain 2 space. There you go. And that creates this slanted clusters, and you just go one from another. Okay, so now we skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, and 3, these 3 stitches, and we just crochet in a chain 2 space. Make your 2 double crochet stitches in there, inside the chain 2 space, chain 2, and then single crochet in the same space. And there you are. That's another cluster. So continue to make your clusters in the chain 2 spaces all the way to the end. Let's finish this. 2 double crochet stitches, chain 2, single crochet, and so on. Okay, that's last one on this row. And now once you reach the last cluster, skip all these 3 stitches and make 2 double crochet stitches in the last stitch, and that will be a border. So skip 1, 2, 3 stitches and make you 2 double crochet stitches in the last stitch. Okay, insert your hook and make your double crochet, and one more, same space. Okay, and this is your second row. And you can see it's also double-sided. And you can see this slanted, they go one way, they go the other way, slanted clusters. And literally, this is all you have to do is repeat row 2 over and over again until you have the length required. So just turn, chain 3, double crochet in the same stitch to make your border, and then do your clusters in chain 2 spaces below. See, each cluster has a chain 2 space. Just continue doing your clusters in those chain 2 spaces. I'll just make one more for you to see, and then I'll show you how I change the colors. So this is all you have to do. Repeat round 2 until you have the desired length, and you can see how the clusters are angled one way and the other. And then you can choose to make it in one color like here, or you can do a 1 row repeat. I personally prefer the 2 row repeat because it looks better and because you won't have as many ends to weave in. You are, let me show you. Let's say you start here, you're going with the brown and coming back, and you leave your yarn here. You don't have to cut it off. And then you pick up the cream, go 1 row, go back, and you leave your yarn here without cutting it, and you just pick up the brown one and you just start the next row. And then later you can just go over it with a border, 1 single crochet border. That will make it look really, really nice, and you can see it looks beautiful on both sides. I'll show you how it looks like in a thicker yarn as well. This is a blanket I made, and this is made with 2 double strands of double knit yarn, and it just gives this beautiful texture, thick pattern, and it just looks beautiful on both sides, and that's why I use it for my blankets. Okay, so this is it. I hope you found my tutorial easy to follow. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Crafting Happiness YouTube channel for more tutorials like this one. Follow me on social media for behind the scenes photos, free crochet patterns, and updates on future projects. Happy crocheting!